Hello students, in this module we will be doing the third part of the series The Merchant of Venice, and as per the third video we will be doing Act 1 Scene 3. In the previous two scenes we have been introduced to Antonio Bassanio, Portia, Nerissa. Here we will be introduced to the villain of the play. So let's get down to the text and explanation. Scene 3. Now we have seen in the first particular scene of this act, we were in Venice. In the second scene, we came to Belmont. Now again we have come back to the place Venice, where Shylock is in conversation with Bassanio. As a result, we can see we are not shown the starting of the conversation. We are shown that somewhere in between the conversation, Shylock and Bassanio are talking about the terms of the bond, and Shylock already knows about the bond or the request of Bassanio. So for that he says 3,000 ducats. Well, that means he agrees. Okay, you require 3,000 ducats. Bassanio says 8 for 3 months. He says yes, and that is for 3 months. Shylock, 3 months. Well, he agrees to that also. Bassanio says, for the which as I told you, Antonio shall be bound. That means वो कह रहा है जैसे कि मैं तुम्हें उसके लिए पहले ही बता चुका हूँ, Antonio will be the guarantor for that. Shylock is saying Antonio shall become bound. Well, he is agreeing to that also. Wherever he is saying well, he is agreeing, okay, that is fine. The conditions, terms and conditions. Bassanio says, may you stead me. Will you pleasure me? Shall I know your answer? Will you stead me means will you help me? I want to know, are you going to oblige me by accepting my request of the loan for 3,000 ducats? Shylock says 3,000 ducats, 3 months and Antonio bound. That is the terms and conditions. He is revising them again and again to find out whether there is something wrong, something not appropriate, or whether he can accept to all these terms. Bassanio says, and yes, what is your answer to these terms? Shylock says, Antonio is a good man. Antonio is good to be taken as a guarantor. But he says in such a way as if he has some doubt for that, and that is what Bassanio notices, and he says, have you heard any imputation to the contrary? That means, have you heard any particular accusation, any particular allegation on Antonio that you are doubting that particular part of the term of the bond? Shylock says, oh, no. My meaning in saying he is a good man is to have you understand me that he is sufficient. He's saying, oh no, I don't mean that. I just want to say that he is a good man so that you can understand that I am readily agreeing to the terms that I can take Antonio as a guarantor. But then after saying this, he mentions various different things which can raise a doubt. And that is, yet his means are in supposition. He hath in an argosy bound to Tripolis, another to Indies. I understand moreover upon the Rialto. He says, but still, उसकी condition अभी थोड़ी doubtful है, because most of his ship, most of his transaction things are his argosies, means his cargo ship. All his money and investments are all in sea, in ocean. There are several ships which have gone to Tripolis, which have gone to Indies and Mexico, England, and various other places. And he says, I came to know about these particular things in Rialto, in the marketplace, exchange trade market. And other ventures he had squandered abroad. अलग अलग जगहों पर उसकी शिप, उसके कार्गो शिप जा रखे हैं अभी, and they are all in their voyage, so they are still not reliable. You cannot depend on those particular conditions. But ships are but boats, sailors but men. There be land rats and water thieves and land thieves. So he is giving this suggestion कि ये सारी चीजों में तो कभी भी कुछ भी नुकसान हो सकता है, because what are ship? They are just boats of wooden planks. And then there are sailors. They are no extraordinary, but they are just simple common men who can make mistakes, who are prone to death, and who can have various disasters coming their way, and they cannot do anything. So they are vulnerable. And besides that, there are land rats and sea rats which can destroy the ship or which can destroy the cargo. Then there are sea thieves and land thieves. Just like land thieves, you have sea thieves which are known as the sea pirates. And if they start looting the ship, then the entire venture, entire consignment will be a loss. I mean pirates. And then there is the peril of waters. winds and rocks. और इसके अलावा भी शिप को खतरा किससे है? हाई टाइड्स and rough sea, and rough winds and tempest and storms. So ये सारी चीजें, natural चीजें भी खतरे के लिए हैं सामने. तो ship has to go through all these things. And then there are rocks. एक रॉक से टकराएगी और शिप टूट जाएगी, and the entire consignment will be lost. It will be a big loss for the owner. So the man is not withstanding sufficient. वो कह रहा है फिर भी इन सारी बातों को ध्यान ना देते हुए भी this man Antonio is sufficient enough to be taken as the guarantor. 3,000 ducats. I think I may take his bond. He's saying 3,000 ducats के लिए I will rather decide कि I'll take this bond. Bassanio says, be assured you may. He's saying be assured that you will get your money back. Shylock says, I will be assured I may, and that I may be assured I will bethink me, may I speak with Antonio. He's saying, I would like to get more of the assurance, and for better assurance, I would like to have a word with Antonio. क्या मैं Antonio से मिल सकता हूँ? क्या मैं Antonio से बात कर सकता हूँ? Because he wants to have better conversation and talking terms with Antonio. उसके सामने वो ये बात करना चाहता है, so he wants to have a word with Antonio. Bassanio says, yes, you can come, you can have a dinner with us, and we will talk about the terms and things over there. But Shylock is surely not comfortable having dinner with him, and that is what he gives the explanation. Yes, to smell smoke, this is sarcastic. To eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazarite conjured the devil into. He's saying, okay, you want me to come and have dinner with you so that I can smell the pork, that is the meat of the flesh of the pig. So that is something he says, we are not going to touch that because for us it is impure. To eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazareth conjured the devil into. It is according to the biblical context. Jesus sent the evil spirits from that spirit possessed man. He took out the evil spirits and sent them into the herd of pigs. So that is why he's saying कि you want us to eat that particular pig जिसमें तुम्हारे ही prophet ने सारी evil spirits को डाला था, send करा था. So you want me to come and have that? I will buy with you, sell with you, talk with you, walk with you, and do following. But I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. He's saying कि मैं बाकी सारी चीजें तुम्हारे संग करूंगा, आना जाना, transaction, उठना बैठना, but to have dinner with you, to eating and drinking and praying, we cannot do that together. What news on Rialto? Who is he? Comes here. वो कह रहा है एकदम से out of the context. He talks कि अच्छा और बताओ Rialto में exchange market में क्या खबर है? And then while he is in conversation, he sees somebody coming to that particular side, and that is nobody else but Antonio himself. And so Antonio is here. As Antonio enters, Bassanio says, oh look, there is Signor Antonio. And Shylock goes aside and talks aside. Aside is basically different from soliloquy. Soliloquy is when you have nobody on stage, only one character talking to himself loudly. That is a soliloquy, a solo speech. And aside is when there are many characters on the stage, but a main character who's speaking the dialogue goes to a corner, he speaks out his dialogue, but that is considered to be his inner thoughts, which he is thinking, but he is speaking it loud so that audience can understand what he is thinking. So here Shylock gives an aside, and it is, how like a fawning Republican he looks. I hate him for he is a Christian. He says he looks like a Roman tax collector who are considered to be very cruel. And he says he looks like a Roman tax collector coming over here. I hate him so much. And the main cause is that he is a Christian. But more for what that in low simplicity he lends out money gratis. But even more I hate him because he gives money on interest. Gives money without interest. Gratis means with no interest, no extra money. And brings down the rate of assents. Rate of assents means the rate of taking extra money or the interest. Here with us in Venice, he brings down the rate of interest by giving money without any interest. If I can catch him once upon the hip, catching upon the hip means to have a tight grip on someone to get somebody entrapped in your trap, in your plan or plot. I will feed fat the ancient grudge I bear him. He hates our sacred nation, and he rails even there where merchants most do congregate, on me, my bargains, and my well-won thrift. He's saying I will have him in my planning and plotting, and I'll entrap him, and then I'll feed my ancient grudge, means then I'll have my revenge. अच्छी तरीके से जो पुराना hatred चल रही है उससे जो भी मेरा grudge है, I'll satisfy that with my revenge that I'll take upon him. And he has hated our sacred nation, that means our race, our religion, and he has abused me, he has mocked me, and he has commented on that every time whenever we are in the congregation of merchants, means the marketplace where most of the merchants assemble or gather. And he says he is the one who always comments on me, my bargains, the way I do the business, and my well-won thrift, means mera profit, which he calls profit, is basically called as interest, or you can say illegitimate money taken by him by the from the people, his people, those who have taken money from him, and that is what this Antonio considers as something wrongdoing, or taking any interest of money of on interest from these people, which he calls interest. Cursed be my tribe if I forgive him. He says I am going to take my revenge, और अगर मैंने revenge नहीं लिया तो मेरी tribe पर curse है. In Hindi उसे लानत है मेरे पे या मेरी tribe पे. So that is what he means कि it should be a curse on my tribe. Bassanio says, Shylock, do you hear? Now it is considered that he is thinking. So Bassanio asks him, are you listening? क्या तुमने सुनी मेरी बात? So Shylock suddenly comes and talks to him. Now there is no more aside. Now it's general conversation. He says, I am debating of my present store. क्योंकि वो सोच रहा था, तो बोला नहीं मैं जरा सोच रहा था कि मेरे पास अभी कितने रुपए होंगे, कितने ducats होंगे, which I can make arrangement for your loan. And by the near guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the gross of full 3,000 ducats. And he's saying by my evaluation, I can simply say I cannot have 3,000 ducats all together at once. अभी मेरे पास उतना एक साथ नहीं होगा. What of that? Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me. But उसकी कोई problem नहीं है क्योंकि मेरे ही tribe का, यानी कि another Jew who is called Tubal, वो मेरी मदद कर देगा. He will give me the extra money, जो भी जितनी भी जरूरत होगी, and I'll furnish you with 3,000 ducats. But soft, how many months do you desire? लेकिन फिर से बोलता है एक मिनट रुकना, मेरे को ये बात बताओ तुमने कितने महीनों के लिए बोला? He is trying to reconfirm it. Antonio comes over there and then he talks to Antonio. Rest you fair good Signia, your worship was the last man in our mouths. Your worship was the last man means तुम्हारी ही बढ़ाई जो थी, your worship means तुम्हारी ही praise जो थी, was the last thing we had on our mouth means हमारी जुबान पे आखिरी टॉपिक तुम्हारे ही बारे में था, हम तुम्हारी ही तारीफ कर रहे थे. In general हिंदी you might say अभी भी तुम्हारी ही तारीफें हो रही थी. So that is what he say, your worship was the last man on our mouth. Antonio says, Shylock, albeit I neither lend nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess. Albeit means although. Shylock, although neither I give extra money as interest, neither I take any extra money as interest. Yet to supply the ripe wants of my friend, I'll break a custom. But फिर भी अपने दोस्त की urgent requirement के लिए I am ready कि मैं अपनी इस particular principle को, उसूल को तोड़ लूँ, इस custom को, आदत को तोड़ दूँ. And then he talks to Bassanio and says, Is he yet possessed? How much he would? क्या इसे पता है तुम्हें क्या जरूरत है, क्या चीज की हमें जरूरत है? How much he would? How much he would means तुम्हें कितने की आवश्यकता है, कितने की जरूरत है. What is your requirement and need? Shylock says, 3,000 ducats. वो कहता हाँ मुझे पता है 3,000 ducats. Antonio says, and for 3 months. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले ही Shylock ने यही बात Bassanio से पूछी थी, but here Antonio tells him 3 months. And Shylock says, I had forgot 3 months. You told me so. हाँ मैं भूल गया था, मुझे बताया था एंटोनियो तुमने, Bassanio ने, कि 3 months के लिए. Well then, your bond, and let me see, but you hear you. Methought you said you neither lend nor borrow upon advantage. He says, well that is your bond. और जहाँ तक मुझे याद है तुमने बोला कि तुम ना तो एक्स्ट्रा पैसा देकर ना एक्स्ट्रा पैसा लेकर कभी भी कोई मनी ट्रांजैक्शन करते हो, पैसा ना देते हो एक्स्ट्रा ना लेते हो एक्स्ट्रा. Antonio, I do never use it. वो कहता है हाँ मैंने ऐसा कभी नहीं करा. Shylock says, when Jacob grazed his uncle Laban's sheep, this Jacob came from our holy Abraham was, as his wise mother wrought in his behalf, the third possessor, he was the third. Now here he is giving a biblical reference, which is obviously the book even followed by the Jews, because that is the older part of Bible, the Old Testament, and there we have the description, a story of Jacob, who was basically the younger son of his father, but his mother by some trickery she got him into getting all the blessings of his father, and when a child used to get blessings from the father, he became the next, you can say, lord of the house. So he became the lord of the house. He got all the blessings to get the family name clan run by him, by his you can say offsprings. Instead, besides being the younger son. So it was by the trick of his mother, and that is how he says he became the third possessor. Third possessor means he was the grandson of Abraham, son of Isaac, and that is why in the blessings he became the third person to get the blessings in his family. So it is, he used to graze his uncle Laban's sheep. His mother got this trickery, and after that she knew that the elder son would be very furious, so she decided that he should run away to his uncle's house. Laban was his uncle, so he was sent to his uncle's house. There he started working for his uncle Laban, and he's looked after the sheep. And there he got all the blessings, and he became the third possessor. So Shylock is mentioning about him. Antonio says, and what if of him? Did he take interest? He's saying, why are you talking about Jacob? What did he do? Did he take any interest? Shylock says, no, not take interest, not as you would say, directly interest. वो कहते नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है कि उसने interest लिया था. Not directly you can consider or call it as interest. Mark what Jacob did when Laban and himself were compromised, that all the elings which were streaked and pied should fall as Jacob's hire. वो कह रहा ध्यान दो उसने क्या करा था. When he and his uncle, he asked his uncle to give some particular thing to him as his share, because he was not getting any wages. So his uncle and he decided that this year all the sheep and the lambs which will be born, if they have stripes or spots on them, they will all be Jacob's portion, and rest the others would be Laban's. So Uncle Laban played a trick. He knew that most of the sheep will not have the striped or the spotted lambs. So that is why he said that all the striped and the spotted lambs will be yours, and the rest will be mine. This was a way to thrive, and he was blessed, and thrift is blessing, if men steal it not. So here he says that in this way he started taking, the legend is, he got all the sheep and the lamb out from their particular enclosures, out to graze them, and when he used to take them, there used to be a particular sticks which were kept by him, and the shadow of them fell on the sheep which were about to give birth to the young ones. So those shadows created the dark and light patches on the sheep, and as a result all the sheep which gave birth to the lambs that year, they were nearly every single lamb was spotted or streaked, and that is how they all were given to this Jacob. So that is how by trick he got all the things, and Jacob is saying this was not something which you would call interest, but in a way he played a very smart game and God blessed him, and that is why taking this thing what belongs to you is basically a blessing, not an interest. Antonio says, this was a venture, sir, that Jacob served for, a thing not in his power to bring to pass. He's saying this was something which was taken by him, by Jacob, because he worked for it. And moreover, the important thing was, it was something which was having a divine hand at work. It was not something which Jacob could have done. This was not something which was in the capabilities of Jacob, that he could get all the lambs striped and spotted. It's something by chance happened, and this was some divine being helping him out. But swayed and fashioned by the hand of heaven, was this inserted to make interest good? So this was something, a godly thing that happened, which gave Jacob blessings in the form of all the sheep and lambs. But he is saying, Antonio is saying, that do you mean to say by this reference that taking interest is a very good thing? That is what you want? Or is your gold and silver ewes and rams? Or you want to say that your money, your ducats are going to be, your gold and silver are like lambs which multiply during the course of time? Shylock says, I cannot tell. I make it breed as fast, but note me signia. He says, I cannot say that because I usually make my money multiply as fast as those sheep and lambs. So here he says, but note me signia, but listen to me carefully signia. And Antonio says, mark you this, Bassanio, the devil can cite scripture for his purpose. Over here, scripture means the Bible, the holy book. So he's saying Shylock is a devil, and to prove his point that taking interest is good and legitimate and it's a blessing, he can even give an example from the holy book, from the Bible itself. An evil soul producing holy witness is like a villain with a smiling cheek. He's saying an evil person giving the scriptures from the holy book are as deadly as a villain who comes to you with a smile on his face, and that smile is not a friendly smile, that's a shrewd smile, sly kind of thing. A goodly apple rotten at the heart, oh what a goodly outside falsehood had. Now he's saying when an apple looks very good outside, it doesn't mean that it is going to be equally ripe and good from the inside also. It can be rotten inside. And that is why he says something which is false, which is fake, which is not true, usually portrays itself to be very good from the outside. But the inner thing is always corrupt and rotten. Shylock says, 3,000 ducats, 'tis a good round sum. 3 months from 12, then let me see the rate. He's saying, okay, Shylock says 3,000 ducats is a big amount. Let me see what will be the interest rate for 3 months out of 12. Let me calculate that. Antonio says, well, Shylock, shall we be holding to you? Can we trust on you? Are we going to get the money from you? Shylock says, Signia Antonio, many a time and often in Rialto, you have rated me. You have rated me over here means many a time in the marketplace you have abused me about my monies and my assences, about the money that I usually give on interest and the interest that I take on my bargainings and my procedures. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, for sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. But still I have not said ever a single thing against you, because I usually suffer it very quietly, because suffering has always been the badge of our Jewish culture, Jewish race. The Jews have always suffered through the Romans and through various things. He's talking about the history. So he says we have always faced the sufferings, and that is why I have completely quietly suffered whatever you have done bad to me. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spit upon my Jewish gabardine. You have called me a cutthroat court. You have spat on me, on my gabardine, as basically a religious gown, a sort of thing, open gown. And he says you have spat on that, and you called me a misbeliever, a non-believer in Christianity. And for all use of that which is my own. And you have done all this because I use the money which I have given, which belongs to me only. On that I am taking interest, and you are all abusing me because of those transactions. Well then, if it now appears you need my help, go to them. You come to me and you say, Shylock, we should have monies. You say so. You that did void your rheum upon my beard. He's saying, well then, now it appears that you want my help. Now you are straight away coming to me for help, and you say we want money. And you forgot that once you did spat your rheum, your saliva, your spat on my beard. You spat on my beard and foot me as you spurn a stranger cur, and like a stray dog you had kicked me as you kick a stray dog from your house, from your door. So that is how you did it. Money is your suit. So today your request is money. What should I say to you? Should I not say, hath a dog money? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? You called me a dog, so shouldn't I tell you now that can a dog provide you money, and that to 3,000 ducats? Or shall I bend low and in a bondman's key with bated breath and whispering humbleness say this? Fair sir, you spit on me on Wednesday last. You spurned me such a day another time. You called me dog, and for all these courtesies I lend you thus much monies. So here he's saying, now you want money, what should I do? Like a particular prisoner who is bound in a very low voice like a slave, should I bend down and bow to you and say, oh sir, you have been so good to me because you spat on me and you spurned me like that particular day, and you called me a dog, and for all these generous things that you have done to me, here it is, I am giving you the money. So should I say like this? Antonio says, I am as like to call thee so again, to spit on thee again, to spurn thee too, if thou wilt lend this money. He's not being very polite and full of flattering. He is a very straightforward man, and he says, I will say the same thing again to you. मैं तुम्हारे को फिर से बोलूँगा, मैं तुम्हारे को फिर से तुम्हारे पे, I'll spit on you, and I'll do all the things that I used to do even after you give me the money. So it is not going to be like कि तुमने पैसा दे दिया तो after that I am not going to do all these things. Lend it not as to thy friends, for when did friendship take a breed for barren metal of his friend? But lend it rather to thine enemy, who, if he break, thou mayest with better face exact the penalty. He's saying, therefore, do not give me this money as you are giving it to friends, because friendship में कभी भी कोई ऐसा पैसा interest पे वापस नहीं लेता है. But give it to me as you would give to any enemy, ताकि जब अगर penalty हो तो you should take the exact amount of penalty with sternness and strictness. Shylock says, why look, you, how you storm. I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me with. Supply your present wants and take no duet of assents for my monies, and you will not hear me. This is kind I offer. He's saying, see how quickly you get angry with me and you start storming out, you start blasting over here. But I just want to make a very humble request that I want to be friends with you, and for that sake, I am not going to take any extra money from you, and that is the kind offer that I am making to you, that this is the terms and conditions of the bond I have laid for you, that I am not taking any money in, extra money in form of the interest, just because I want to be friends with you. I want to have good terms with you. Bassanio says, दिस वर्क काइंडनेस. वो कह रहे ये तो बहुत ही काइंड बात है, ये शायलॉक की तरफ से हमने कभी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करा था. शायलॉक सेज, दिस काइंडनेस विल आई शो. गो विद मी टू अ नोटरी, सील मी देयर योर सिंगल बॉन्ड, and in a merry sport, if you repay me not on such a day, in such a place, such sum or sums as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated for an equal pound of flesh, of your flesh, fair flesh, to be cut off and taken in what parts of your body pleaseth me. So here he says ki, okay, this is the kind offer I am giving you, this is the kindness I want to show to you, and if you don't believe me, come with me to the notary and we will sign this bond over there, that you will be giving me a particular part of this particular money, the 3,000 ducats, after 3 months, within 3 months, and if you don't give me that much amount of money, then as a penalty, like in a free sport, in a very sporting spirit, we'll just make a merry bond. We'll say, if you don't give me the money in the proper duration of the time, then in that case, I'll have to take a penalty, and that penalty will not be the interest. It would rather be, let's say, a part of your body, whatever pleaseth me. Here it is given whatever pleaseth me. At the end he says right from the heart. So maybe when they got this bond signed in the notary, he must have written right from the heart. So that is what he must have prepared the papers. Now Antonio says, content and faith, I'll seal to such a bond and say there is much kindness in the Jew. वो कह रहा है बिल्कुल मैं तो बेशक इस बॉन्ड को साइन करने को तैयार हूँ, and I can even say कि Shylock has become very kind. It is quite amazing, but he has become kind enough. Bassanio is doubting this particular you can say good behavior of Shylock. He is not expecting this to come from him, and so he says, you shall not seal to such a bond for me. I'll rather dwell in my necessity. वो कह रहे नहीं एंटोनियो प्लीज साइन मत करना, मैं जिस हाल में हूँ मैं उसमें रहने को तैयार हूँ, but don't get into such kind of a bond. Antonio says, why fear not, man, I will not forfeit it within these 2 months. That's a month before the bond expires. I do expect return of thrice 3 times the value of this bond. He says, अरे परेशान होने की बात नहीं है, अभी 1 महीने 2 महीने के अंदर अंदर my ship will be coming back, और बॉन्ड खत्म होने से 1 महीना पहले ही मेरे पास thrice 3 times the money आ जाएगा. यानी कि they are taking 3,000 ducats, thrice of this will be 9,000 ducats, and 3 times of that would be 27,000 ducats. So almost you can say 3,000 ducats वो ले रहे हैं और उनके पास almost 30,000 ducats हो जाएंगे. So it will be enough money for Antonio to give it back to Shylock, and that too within 1 month before. Shylock says, oh Father Abraham, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teaches them suspect the thought of others. वो कह रहे हैं ये Christians कैसे हैं, ये खुद hard dealings करते हैं, दूसरों के लिए बुरा सोचते हैं, और अगर कोई अच्छा भी करना चाहे तो उस पर भी they start doubting. Pray you, tell me this. If he should break his day, what should I gain by the exaction of the forfeiture? He's talking to Bassanio, says कि मुझे बताओ, अगर ये अपना exact amount नहीं दे पाता है, and penalty मुझे लेना भी होगा, तो exact penalty लेने में how will I get benefit by that 1 pound of flesh? मुझे उस 1 pound of human flesh का क्या फायदा होगा? It is not so. A pound of man's flesh taken from a man is not so estimable, profitable neither, as flesh of mutton, beef, or goats. I say, to buy his offer a favor, I extend this friendship, if he will take it, so. If not, adieu. He is saying कि अगर एक इंसान का flesh लिया जाए, 1 pound of flesh from a man, how is going to be of any use to anyone? It is useless, it is worthless. but on the contrary 1 pound of mutton, beef or goat flesh is valuable enough. अगर मैं वो लूँ तो आप कुछ बोल भी सकते हो, but human flesh की तो कोई कीमत ही नहीं है, कुछ होता ही नहीं उसका काम. So it is just wastage. Why will I take that amount, that kind of a forfeiture or penalty जिससे मुझे कोई फायदा ही नहीं होने वाला है. This is all I am doing just because I want your favor. I am extending my friendship to you. And now if you don't want to believe me, you don't trust me, then let it be so. Let's finish this thing here only. If you want, let's do the bond. Otherwise, goodbye. And for my love, I pray you, wrong me not. And for God's sake, he's saying, please do not think bad about me. I have made a very generous and a kind offer to you. Don't take it in any other way. That is how he's trying to be shrewd and trying to show that how nice a person he has become, but although he has an evil plan behind it. So Antonio says, yes, Shylock, I will seal unto this bond. Yes, I am agreeing to this bond. I will sign it. Shylock says, then meet me forthwith at the notary's. Give him direction for this merry bond, and I will go and purse the ducats straight. See to my house, left in the fearful guard of an unthrift knave, and presently I will be with you. Shylock says, okay, then you can go to the notary, tell him to prepare the papers for this kind of a bond which I have said, and at present I'll go to my house which is left in the custody of a very untrustful, you can say, servant. And besides that, I will also go and purse myself, means I'll also arrange for the money so that I can have full 3,000 ducats to give it to you. So I will be straight away coming from my house to your notary, and you can also go there, and there we will sign the bond. Antonio says, hi thee, gentle Jew. The Hebrew will turn Christian, he grows kind. He says, hi thee, gentle Jew, means okay, goodbye, gentle Jew. He's talking to Shylock, and after that Shylock exits. Then he talks to Bassanio and says, this Hebrew or this Jew will turn Christian, means ये एक बहुत अच्छा इंसान बन जाएगा, because he is showing so much of kindness. Bassanio says, I like not fair terms and a villain's mind. वो कह रहा है एक विलेन के दिमाग से इतनी अच्छी terms and conditions वाली bond is not something which is suiting to me. I cannot trust in this particular bond. I have some doubt, some gut feeling tells me this is something doubtful about this. Antonio says, come on. In this there can be no dismay. My ships come home a month before the day. वो कह रहे हैं चिंता की बात नहीं है, इसमें कोई परेशानी नहीं होगी, because my ship are not going to be late. They are going to be here within 2 months, and by that time I will have enough money to give it back to Shylock. Now he is saying कि what he means is, अगर Shylock का कोई evil plan है भी तो भी वो proper नहीं हो पाएगा, properly successful नहीं हो पाएगा, because I will not get into the penalty. I will give him the money before the expiry of the bond, and that is why he is totally believing and trusting that उसके ship 1 महीने में 2 महीने पहले आ जाएंगे, 2 महीने में आ जाएंगे. अगर नहीं भी आएंगे तो at least they will be coming even at least within that last month. कभी भी आके he will get enough money and he will be able to pay the exact penalty. And with this, Bassanio and Antonio leave the place. So with this we come to the end of Act 1, Scene 3, and we have finished the complete Act 1. Next we will do Act 2. So with this we come to the end. Thank you.